Alright, so, hello, hi, I've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program recently. I honestly don't know why. With all of the real space stuff going on, I just kind of got back into Kerbal Space Program, and so here we are. I had an idea for a really cool mission to do a single launch, no docking or anything, just single launch space station to Joule, but, in like, my main save. But then I decided it would be way cooler to do a new series here on my gaming channel that is a Kerbal Space Program career series, and hopefully eventually we will get to a Joule space station. So there really is no point to this series. We're just going to be going through career mode in Kerbal Space Program, and I just got a Snapchat. And in doing so, we should hopefully have some pretty cool missions, and y'all should be able to pitch in on some missions. Alright, here we are. Welcome to the Space Center. Of course, I've seen this before. So first thing we're going to do, mission control. Scientific data from Kerbin. We can take 2 contracts. And launch our first vessel. This first mission is not going to be going... I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I'm assuming most of y'all have played through Kerbal Space Program before. So, of course, you build the pretty much only rocket that you can build with the starting parts before you get any more parts. But that's still what we're going to be doing. And then we're going to do 2 mystery goos. That's 4. I keep touching the fins. 2 mystery goos along the racing stripes. And then we literally have nothing else over here. Oh, we have girder sections if we really wanted them. But we literally just have a command pod, engines, fins, and a little bit of science. So, just MK1. So we can't we can't EVA in flight. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Get a little bit of science. Board. We're gonna observe mystery goo. Crew report. Boom. SAS systems enabled. In 3, 2, 1, ignition. We have liftoff successful. Gonna observe the mystery goo while in flight. Now, of course, we probably could have done more. Crew report, see, we don't want to override it, and we can't EVA him now, so that's all the science we can do on this flight. So I'm just gonna time warp up to our apoapsis. Not even all the way. Around here. Activate our parachute. We can disengage SAS because we're no longer flying. And we're going to fall over. Parachute's already been extended. And we're going to fall back to Kerbin. If you don't know anything about Kerbal Space Program, I'm going to try and do my best to explain it, but I'm assuming if you're watching a Kerbal Space Program video, you've played the game before. But I'm probably going to tell some of my friends to watch this video who have probably never played the game before, so I'm not going to assume that. Alright, we flipped back over, and our surface speed is only 7 meters per second, so we should have a pretty safe touchdown. And we'll stop time warping right above the ground, and boom. There we go. EVA him again, do another EVA report, because we're technically on a different part than the launch pad, so we'll board. So I just remembered, if we get back in, then there's 2 EVA reports in the command pod, so we're going to let go, and we're going to recover Jeb himself. Now we can recover MK1. There we go. Got some funds, and we should have completed a contract. Yeah, we completed both of them. So first flight, and then get off the ground or something. I don't know. So escape the atmosphere is our next thing. We should definitely be able to get that, and possibly even orbit. I'm going to go to research and development first. We definitely want basic rocketry, and we definitely want engineering 101. Then we can't afford... Oh, we can. We're gonna get survivability because it has another experiment and the service bay. So we're gonna go ahead and get survivability. There we go. 30 exactly. Boom. That's with 2 solid rocket boosters. So we have our first stage, our second stage, and then an upper stage, which is liquid fueled, which is hopefully going to actually propel us into that orbit, let us do our circular. Alright, so Kerbal Space Program actually crashed, and so I actually lost a good amount of footage. So I lost the flight of MK2, and then most of the flight for MK3, so it's just going to cut to me re-entering MK3, but we launched Mark II, we did some science in space. That was a suborbital rocket. It wasn't capable of reaching orbit, so then after getting some more science, we went ahead with MK3, which was capable of getting orbit. So this is us deorbiting MK3, and there you can see the parachute extend out. So we just went ahead and landed the capsule for MK3 ahead with some other missions, which will obviously continue after this. But I'm sorry I lost that footage. That's 2 lost flights, and that's my bad. Kerbal Space Program just crashed because I haven't restarted my computer in a while. So hopefully will never happen again in this series. Deployment of the parachute and massive slowdown on the capsule. And boom. Falling down at 6 meters per second. Getting back down here. And splash down. Go ahead and do a crew report from the ocean. We'll EVA. Do an EVA report from the ocean. Board the vehicle. And recover ourselves. So we should have a good amount of funds as well from achieving orbit successfully. I hear the birds. Where is it? There we go. We got 104 science total, and our funds are up to 300,000 from achieving orbit. Alright, so a lot of ferrying tourists. So to do that, we need somewhere for the tourists to ride. Oh, it's an advanced building. There we go. This. The Mark I crew cabin. So this will hold 2 more people. We'll add that. Or research that. Stability, flight control, advanced rocketry, that could be really nice, but that's 45. We'll grab that, then we can't get anything else. Alright, for some reason these narrations have been really bad sound quality wise, but anyways, this is just me putting together a small little test hop rocket so that we can simply hover over to a different thing. We can head over to the vehicle assembly building, go ahead and land, and then do some science there, because it's technically a different biome, and that'll give us the little bit of science we need to buy that other thing. And now that we've done that, we could grab advanced rocketry, which is the thing we wanted. So, mission successful. Alright, we'll click new, then we'll come over here. So in career mode, sometimes you have to do things that won't even get you science, like ferry tourists to their destination. So these tourists want to go on a space flight, suborbital space flight of Kerbin. So suborbital meaning they just want to get to space. They don't want to get into a whole orbit, just kind of touch space. So 2 tourists. We need to build a rocket to ferry 2 tourists. So you have to do some things like this just to make money, because we obviously got to keep the space program afloat. So we got to make some money. Stingray 1. I named all of my missions that I did with tourists the Stingray missions. So we have our 2 tourists on board. They are ready for a flight. This rocket is most likely capable of doing an orbital hop, but that just means that we have future-proofed it. So if we need to do 2 tourists to orbit, this will probably be able to do it. I've been playing for a little while now, so I think that that's probably the end of episode 1, after I finish editing everything. That's probably long enough for an episode, if not 2 episodes. But, let's see, how many flights did we do? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my main channel if you haven't already. That's RockomaxGames. This is RockomaxGames, obviously. Hope you enjoyed, hope you are excited for a full Kerbal Space Program series. I'm planning on doing it for the RockomaxGames playthrough, for Rockomax Aerospace Company, as you can see here at the Kerbal Space Center. Yeah, hopefully we'll do some crazy stuff. We'll level everything up, complete the tech tree, and then continue going with crazy space stations and whatnot. But, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.